So the young Philly case has taken a wild turn of events after some new claims have come out, which are looking very damaging for the YouTube star. But what is really going to happen to young Philly moving forward? And will he be locked up for a lengthy sentence? Be sure to stick around till the end of the video for the full details. There are now exclusive new information available about the wild night out that a young Perth woman had at an after-show party prior to being accused of being savagely essayed by young Philly. According to court documents, the 20-year-old university student was present at the VIP party held at Bar 1 nightclub on the Quay at Sorrento Beach in northern Perth, Western Australia. The young lady was with a companion who had 12 drinks, including shots of tequila, and that the claimed victim was more intoxicated than she was, according to the details. The young lady is said to have escorted young Philly to a hotel room where the alleged assaults occurred after the party. Investigators said that early the following morning, in a hotel room, he essayed a 20-something lady. According to documents from the Perth Magistrates Court, the girl called her pal at 5:31 a.m. the very next morning. But something that came out recently which shocked a lot of fans was an alleged instance where young Philly promised a terminally ill child a Fortnite game, but eventually told him to shut up.
I shouldn't be laughing at this, yeah? But Philly shame. Young Philly promises to support terminally ill son. Then rapper told him shut up and ghosted. I shouldn't be laughing, but man told a terminally ill kid to shut up and go away. So basically, just to summarize it, yeah, he's a kid that's terminally ill. Philly's done a video for him saying, I'm here for you and that. And then he's a big fan of Philly, the little kid, right? So he's obviously there in Philly's Twitch streams commenting and that. He's commented, hi, it's Mason. Do you remember me? My kidney appeal. And according to the mother, Philly just replied, hey, Mason, shut up. Mason, just shut up. I'm not laughing at the kid, you man. I'm just laughing at the response, bro. Because how can a man say that, bro? Man's a grown man, content creator, and you said this to a 12-year-old terminally ill fan. Who are you? Super villains wouldn't even do that, bro. Since this whole situation, it seems like true colors are coming out.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. This way you'll never miss out on any future celebrity videos similar to these. When this came out, a lot of fans have mixed opinions, where various posts were left stating things like, that's defo something Philly would say as well. That's actually so sad, bro, what? He just keeps digging a bigger hole for himself. The British musician's music career is expected to be put on hold as he will have to wait 2 years in Western Australia for a jury trial on 8 counts at the WA District Court. He realizes he is here until his trial. He gets that, claimed young Philly's attorney, Perth-based lawyer Seamus Rafferty SC, who has defended clients in well-known cases, including football players from Western Australia. The young woman and young Philly were reportedly spotted together on CCTV at Bar 1 nightclub. Later, the woman was observed leaving another place, which is likely the hotel where the alleged offenses occurred. This information was presented to the court. As this is what everyone has been referencing, the alleged CCTV footage of when the incident took place, as this is the most damning evidence regarding the case, any if it comes to light, his career would fully be finished. Julius DePietro, the prosecutor for the WA police, said, what happened with that room will be the issue. He claimed that images in the possession of the prosecutors say no ordinary person could consent in those circumstances. Those photos are indicative of a number of protracted. What we say it's effectively stitched across. Well, across her body is a history of what we say is violent acts. We say those photos and what is alleged in the allegation is effectively beyond the pale, beyond the norm of what could be considered or entertained to be a consensual act. One thing fans have also been referencing is the amount of brands that have dropped him and how his career went upside down overnight, as before this, I didn't even know how many big brands associated with him. It's crazy.
The amount of money that young Philly would have lost just over the weekend alone is starting to get crazy. The FA cancelled a new show that was going to have Philly cooking alongside big Premier League players like Saka. His brand deals with ASOS have been deleted. His sauce with Heinz has been pulled. His clothing line with Perplex has been taken down. Foot Asylum announced they are suspending our contract with young Philly with immediate effect. His dating show with Gymshark, Hit Off, has been unlisted. The first live show for the Chunks and Philly podcast has been cancelled. With the producers, Upload Productions, saying they are pausing any work with young Philly. There are even freaking articles articles being written about advice for brands after young Philly's arrest. And that's without even mentioning the creator side of this. Because do you know how much content he's featured in other people's channels? Philly is currently on a $200,000 conditional bail until his next court hearing on 19th of December. And some of those conditions are he's had to surrender his passport, frequently check in with police, not contact the alleged victim, and not comment about the case on social media. Now, it's important to stress that currently he's not being found guilty, but if that changes, it's likely that he would not be extradited back to the UK. That's because legal proceedings for serious criminal offenses like assault generally result in the convicted person serving time in the country where the crime occurred.
Before we go any further into the video, what are your guys' honest thoughts on this entire situation? Is it looking likely young Philly is going to suffer a length sentence behind bars because of his alleged crimes? Or could you see him being innocent in this whole situation? Comment down below. A few of his fellow creators such as Angry Ginge, Pieface, and Chunks have been giving their reactions to the incident itself, and have been saying how shocked they are by the whole thing. But some fans aren't buying it, as previously there were rumors floating around young Philly and his strange antics with girls.
No one asked my opinion, but I'm going to give it anyway. As of right now, I think Taze, Ginge, and Danny Aarons have commented on what's happened with young Philly. All of them have said, "I'm as shocked as you are." Was it not earlier this year that girls were coming out with their stories about him? Girls have been trying to speak up about how this man acts towards women, and they get shut down by everyone every time. I'm as shocked as you are. We're not shocked. I get it's probably what their PR managers have told them to say, but come on.
The problem is that, guilty or not, the media has irrevocably damaged young Philly's reputation and dragged his name through the mud. The Sidemen's removal of their 20 versus 1 Young Philly video, which at the time was undoubtedly their greatest of the series and had over 40 million views, was another major discussion topic in the media recently. The narrative takes on a life of its own when others start sharing their interpretations because, even in cases when all the evidence is still pending, some individuals assume guilt based solely on the arrest itself. We have not seen something like this happen from the UK scene before, from what I can remember, and the fact it's young Philly, whom was close with the likes of Beta Squad, Sidemen, and the whole UK scene, and was even heading into the mainstream, is a really shocker. Only time will tell what's going to come from this situation, but it's safe to say, things are not looking good for young Philly in the slightest, and he could be looking at a long time behind bars, potentially years, if not a decade if convicted, which is insane to think about. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.